So what's up guys, I am back with another video, and as you can see from the title, this is story time. Basically the time that I got like suspended slash kicked out of school slash I don't know. I mean in my transcript it wasn't like suspended, it was just like a couple of days off, but technically, let me just stop rambling and let me just get into the video, right? So let's like backtrack a little bit. Let me just give you a let me fill you in before I tell you the story. So I used to go to school like you can say like 5 minutes away from where I live right now, called PSIS 41, and literally like my whole entire family lived there, like my cousins, all that, like my brothers, like we all went to that school. And right after my two older brothers graduated, my mom decided to transfer us to this like I don't know, it's not a charter school, but it was like a charter school kind of. It was like one of those like really strict kind of schools. I don't know how to explain it because it wasn't classified as a charter school, but it was one of them like them high, like I don't know how to explain it. It was just one of them like the good schools in the neighborhood or whatever. So after 6th grade, I left that school and went to this school called Kappa 5, which was like I think like 3 blocks away from where my original school was. So that was like a 10-15 minute walk from my home to school. I didn't have to take the bus or anything, I just walked to school. And when in my elementary / middle school where I was at before, I was like classified as like the funny but shy, quiet girl, just did her work and, you know, had friends, you know, I just, you know, nobody knew I could sing, nobody knew I could dance, nobody knew I loved to act, nobody really knew me. Nobody really knew me in that school. So transferring to another school, I was just like people gotta know me for me. Like I'm just gonna be a new Jaleesa. So I walked into my new school, which I started 7th grade, with the intentions of like just be different, like do something different. So fast forward, I met this I can say he was my partner in crime. Like wherever you saw him, you saw me. If he got in trouble, I got in trouble. Like it was just like every class we sat next to each other. We were always like around each other 24/8. Like every time like open school night came, my mom, like the teachers would be like, Jaleesa is such a nice girl student, but she needs to separate herself from, I don't know if he wants his name in the video, so I'm gonna call him Dante. That's not his real name, but I'm gonna call him Dante. Basically like she need to separate herself from Dante because he's not a good influence, right? So I'm just like, I don't know, but yeah, I was in like the top class. Like I don't know if any other schools did it, but in my junior high school we had the top class. So it was 01, 02, 03, 04. And so 01 was the top class and 04 was the bottom class, which was like the really extremely bad kids and the kids who needed parents or needed extra help or whatever. And I was always in the top class. And so my top class, which was 701 and 701, and then I went to 801. We were like really like yeah, I was just always getting in trouble with him. We were always like, we sat next to each other every class. Like we had so many like inappropriate songs that we've made. Like it was just non-stop jokes and it was just fun. So he did something and he got suspended. So they transferred him to a different school for the rest of not for the rest of the year, but until like I can say like 3 months before school ended or whatever. And so he was transferred, and so I went from like being like a 7.5 of being bad to like a whole 10 of being bad. Like it was just crazy. Like it really was crazy. But sorry, I keep looking at my phone. My group chat is texting me. But yeah, so when he left, I was just like, it was like bad. And then my mom, it got to a point where my mom was like, okay, like we need to sit down. Like, are you okay? Are these girls pushing you to act this way? And I'm just like, no, like this is new Jaleesa. And so, not in the sense of like this is how I wanted to be, but like I don't know, I was basically proud of myself. Like I was young and I was following the crowd. Like I just wanted to fit in. So if fitting in was being me and being bad at that time, that's what I was doing. So he left, and then at some point I was like, okay, it just needs to die down because this is just getting too old, and this is just not me, and this is not how it was in other school, and I just need to like take it down. So there's one specific day, let's get to the story now. There's one specific day we had like state exams, and these state exams determined if we're basically going to graduate and go to high school. And so I knew this was like a no play, like you gotta do what you gotta do type of day, right? And so this specific day, my brother decides, because me and my twin brother used to go to school together, and there's one specific day, I guess I like took too long and he left me. So I was walking to school and I'm rushing in, blah, blah, blah. And so the classroom that we had our state exam in was in our math teacher's classroom. And our math teacher was Filipino. And so her accent was like extremely strong. And like, we just really didn't take her seriously. And so in that class, when we used to be bad, she used to do this thing where like, she'd be like, I'm calling the principal or I'm calling the dean. And then she'll pick up the phone and she'll like fake dial the number. And then she'll just hang up. And she'll be like, oh, the dean is coming. And the whole class go by and the dean and the principal didn't come. So again, I go to the class, I sit down, stick on my music in my ears, and I'm, just like waiting for the booklets to go around so I can start the state exam. And so the class is rowdy, it's loud, it's just a whole bunch going on. And so eventually I took my headphones out and I like, I joined in with the loudness. But then I was like, let me calm down because this is serious and this determines whether I go to, high school or not, And so this specific day I come back and my partner in crime is back from his suspension school. He's now in his regular school. And so it was like a whole different him. He was not the way he was when he left. He was so calm and I was just like, okay. Then she just couldn't get us to quiet down. Like it had to be like a good 40 minutes into the day, like school started and the class just wasn't quiet down. So I guess she got fed up. Well, not I guess, but she got fed up. And so she goes to the phone and she's like, picks up the phone and she's like, I'm calling the principal, I'm calling the dean. And so we're like, my battery's dying. Okay, so me hear the story. So she decides to I'm calling the dean, whatever. So she picks up the phone and we're like, yeah, she's not calling them. So at this moment I'm quiet, I'm waiting for the test to go around. And so she hangs up the phone, so we're still loud. And so in my middle school, we had a front door and a back door. The front door is where everybody came in and the back door is where you exit out. Bad kids, such as me in middle school, used to like walk out the back doors if you want to cut class or whatever. So we look through the back door and we see the dean and the principal walking by. So we're like, oh, she really called him. So they come in and so there's like, what's wrong? What's going on? And then she was like, the class won't quiet down. It's too noisy. I'm trying to hand out the test booklets and just a whole bunch of stuff. So then it still was like noise, blah, blah, blah. And she just randomly was like, Jaleesa and Dante. And so I'm looking up like, first off, miss, I just got to class like 15 minutes ago. That's 1, 2. I only shared like 3 or 2 conversations, maybe whatever. I wasn't the reason for why the class wouldn't like quiet down. So surprisingly, my partner in crime, Dante, he she was like, basically the principal was just like, oh, okay, you guys just come to my office and you guys take your test there and then you can just join your class later. So Dante was like, okay, and he walked at the classroom. So I'm like, you're willingly going to the principal's office to, I guess, like, be there because of something that she lied about. So me being the person that I am, and the person like I'm kind of still in today, like I would fight for if I didn't do anything. So I'm just like, no, I'm not going. So then my principal was like, come on, Giselle, you gotta go. I'm like, no, she's lying. I just got here. I'm not, you know, I'm going in, you know, regular teenage stuff. And so I'm like, the whole class is like, Jalisa, we gotta start the exams. I'm just like, but y'all was talking the whole entire time, and now all of a sudden y'all want to touch our exams, right? So then they was like, come on, come on, come on, whatever, whatever. And so much, like, I don't remember, like, what was I saying or how it escalated but all I know, I remember I was in the hallway, like, screaming and yelling and cursing at my principal and yelling at everybody, like, just being, like, a brat, honestly. So she basically was like, oh, I'm calling your mom, and I was just like, call my mother, I don't care, you call her, blah, 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 but I'm just making so much, and then I'm just really, like, I was up to here. It's just like, no, she just lied to me, and I just got in trouble. This ain't that, like, this ain't happening. So that happened. So I get into the principal's office. I finally sit down, and Dante, he's in there taking his exam, and I'm like, so the principal, she calls my mom, and I'm like, oh dang, like, now I know it's serious. So I decided to, like, take it from 100 to, like, a 2. And I'm calm, and I'm now, like, bawling in tears, and I'm just like, I didn't even do nothing. So then I hear my mom say, give the phone to my daughter. Talking to my mom is just, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, basically, I couldn't go back to class. They had, I did my exam in there, and then my mom came and picked me up, and I basically got kicked out of prom. I didn't go to my 8th grade prom. I got kicked out of senior trip, but I didn't really care about senior trip because me and my family went on a 4-day cruise for my aunt's birthday, so it was just like, while you guys are having a day and a half, maybe a day and like 1 day, 1 night, 2 days, 1 night trip somewhere, I'm gonna be in Canada on a 4-day cruise, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. So I really didn't care about the senior trip part, but I really was upset that I didn't go to my 8th grade prom, and I saw my brother go to prom, so it really, like, hurt me. So that's the story of the time I got technically, well, I got suspended for like 4 days, maybe a week or something like that. Like, I didn't go to school. But yeah, so that's the story of the time I got suspended, kicked out of school, and just the history of me in middle school and how I used to be. But I'm not like that right now. Like, I'm a whole new different person. I don't do that no more. But I do, if I know I'm not in the wrong, I'm gonna push it. Like, I ain't in the wrong, sis, so you ain't going. Yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys loved it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Give this video a whole bunch of thumbs up. Like, just give it as many thumbs up as you guys can. Comment what you want to see, if you guys like this story time, comment to see if you want any more story times of first kiss, first date, first boyfriend. I don't know. Just comment and let me know what y'all want to see, what y'all want me to talk about. What's the next video? If y'all want me to do a challenge, if y'all want me to do this, if y'all want to do another singing video, because I haven't done a singing video in like forever, and I guess because I haven't found the right song to sing. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video.